welcome to Bet on Yourself Media Sports. I am your host, Reggie. First and foremost, before I even get started, I'd like to thank all those who have subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate y'all subscriptions. If you haven't already, tell a friend to tell a friend about Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Then tell them to hit that subscribe button, hit the subscription, and hit that thumbs up to help me get this algorithm out to y'all and abroad. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all 100%. I'm just going to touch on a couple of things. The changed man is supposed to be on the Eagles. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, going to talk about the OCs that they brought in today. Kliff, Kingsbury, and the other one that they brought in was talking about. I heard some talk about this guy, Darrell Bevel. Um, he's supposed to be another candidate that some people have interest in, and I'm just going to give you my assessment on the new signing guys that they brought in, future contracts that they gave for next year camp. So I'll touch on those guys, give y'all a rundown on a couple of the names out for that list, and that's where I'll go to. But before we go any further, I just want to thank all those who was there to support me, and I truly want to thank y'all. I couldn't be more elated for all the turnout that I had, and I really appreciate y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Thank y'all very much. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is saying that he is a changed man around the organization and with the team mates, and they're not liking the way he conducted himself in the 2023 season in regards to his mannerism. They say some people say he was standoff. They say he was stubborn. Um, he was unapproachable. There's a couple of different theories out there about Jalen and his attitude. But one source says here, source within the Eagles organization say Jalen Hurts has changed since he signed his $255 million extension. Then this goes on to say they feel he should have been a better leader in the 2023 and was described as a good dude who doesn't realize when he's being a jerk. So I mean, I don't know where all this is coming from. I know there's a lot of frustration throughout the team this year with the drop off that they had in regards to the situation that was going on around the team. So that might have a lot to do with it, which I'm quite sure it does. Losing doesn't cure a lot of things. It just brings things to the surface. So it might have been some in-house stuff that a lot of players didn't agree with Jalen's, not being a team player, so to say, getting with the guys, hanging out with the guys. From what I know about Jalen, he's a homebody and he's a workaholic as far as football goes. He's in at 4 a.m, leaves 7 to 8 o'clock at night. He's in the film room, studying film, working on his craft on a consistent basis. This is all the content that I got on him and the reading up that I done. So I don't know what they want or what they expect, but I hope they can work that out. And the next person I want to talk about is the guy, Jack Robinson. Zach Robinson is the first guy Howie and Nick should have called, they saying, for OC interview. He has worked under McVay for the last 5 years as a passing coordinator and a quarterback's coach. He said the things he could do, use of Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, like they used Puka, I can't say the guy's last name, and Cooper Kupp. So they saying the guy from Los Angeles under McVay and thinking that he can come here and use his strategy, his game plan, and his quarterback and knowledge to help Jalen, along with scheming up the offense to make it more look similar to what the Rams have and getting the ball out quick to the backs and throwing throwing the ball downfield across the middle more, because that's what I see when I looked at the film on them. He was throwing the ball across the field to a lot of different players, and to the young guy, I can't pronounce his name, man. Puka. I'm not even gonna try. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Number 17 for the Rams, the wide receiver, the rookie kid. They had a great season this season. So I mean, I don't know what the deal is with that there. So he's somebody that they can bring in. I'm quite sure if Nick thinks highly of him, he will bring him in and give him his shot at an interview and see what he can, lay on the table for Nick and them to look at. One other thing that the Eagles have done, they have the roster, a signing of the couple of guys this past week. They brought in, I think, about 12 of them they signed. Let me see what it says here. It says here, we signed the following players to reserve future contracts. That's what it is, reserve future contracts. DT, Thomas Baker. Tight end, I guess, is LaRaven Clark. Wide receiver, Shaq Davis. DT, Noel Ellis. DB, Miguel Garner. DB, Marcus Goodrich. Wide receiver, Jacob Harris. Wide receiver, Jeffrey Harbaugh. DT, Tyron Jackson. Tight end, EJ Jenkins. Linebacker, Terrell Lewis. Defensive back, Trent McCall. Defensive back, Tywan Mullins. Wide receiver, Joseph Nagata. Running back, Lewis Nicole. Guard, Jason Poe. Linebacker, Brandon Smith. Center, Luke, I can't pronounce his first name, Smith, I'll just be LS. And another tight end, Brett Thorpe. And wide receiver, Austin Watkins. So they're the guys that the Eagles brought in for something was signed for this upcoming training camp and for the season to get started on with next season for the camp. These are just camp bodies. Nobody's guaranteed a spot on the team at this juncture. So these guys will have to make the team and prove themselves to the coaching staff and the brass above. So that's where they at with that. Then Mike Caldwell, he's just a name to me that they're just gonna bring in just to interview a guy. I don't think it's gonna be a lot there with him coming in for his interview, but the guy that they talking about the most was the guy uh Keith Kingsbury. He's a quarterbacks coach / offensive coordinator. So he comes from Miami. He's been down in Miami for the past season or two. He's worked with those guys down there, so they feel like he can bring that to the Eagles with the wide receiving core and tight end core and Jalen and helping them out. He did help the quarterback in Miami out tremendously, as far as his getting the ball out quick, getting the ball in tight windows. From what I've seen, the way he played this year, he was playing at MVP level first half of the season. And then, things went to the left for him too. Not just him, the whole team. But um, anybody at this time, bringing them in, seeing what's going on with them as far as OC position, to me is okay. Um, a lot of people are high on this guy. And then the other guy, Darrell Bevel, I heard his name pop up. So he was the Bevel guy. I think he was with, if I'm correct, he was with the Cardinals last year for a stint. I think he was with the the Detroit Lions, if I'm correct. But you know, there's another guy that they got name they was throwing around on a list of OCs going after. Well, as y'all all know, Brian Johnson is not going, so this is why the carousel of OCs names and interviews are popping up. The only other one coordinator on the defensive side that I never heard of was Ron Rivera, the ex head coach of the Washington Commanders. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, but you know, something's going to have to get done. Nick Sirianni will be talking with the owner, Laurie, on Friday for his exit meeting before things really resolve and find out his fate. There's still a lot of 50-50 with Nick. People want him to stay. People don't want him to stay. So that's 50-50. But we'll find out on Friday. But the way everything's looking from the way he's been talking around the content creator world is that Nick is possibly more than likely going to be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles under the assumption that he is not going to have control over the offensive plays or defense. He's just going to be the you might say the cheerleader or the motivator for the team with the title of head coach. So I'm quite sure he has some input, but depending on the type of guys that they bring in, I think that that's going to depend on where his control lies. If they bring in a veteran with veteran experience on both sides, then that's going to limit Nick's, um, ability to put too much input into the scheme and the play calling and so forth with the coaches on both OC and DC side of the ball. So let me know what y'all think, man, about these candidates that I talked about, the Zach Robinsons, the Keely Kingsbury, the Mike Caldwell. If I'm missing somebody, what do y'all think about any of them coordinators that you talked about? Ron Rivera, what do you think about him? And there's still no mention of Eric Bieniemy, not even on another coaching's list, not that I heard of yet. So this guy's still getting stubbed, as far as his accolades in the league. I would like to see the Eagles bring him over here, and at least talk to him and see what he can present. Because I know he has something that he can offer to somebody here in the NFL, no doubt about that. But yeah, man, I'm Reggie for Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Hit that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Bet on Yourself Media Sports, so they hit that notification, subscribe, and do the same. Hit that like button. It doesn't cost a dime. And I truly appreciate all y'all guys. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by February, end of February. So I really appreciate y'all help. And I know this can get done with y'all help out there. So tell everybody about Better Yourself Media Sports and help a brother out. Until next time, you know what we say right here. Yep. Be good. Be safe. God bless. Keep the main thing, and have an attitude of gratitude. Until next time, peace. I'm out of here.